Hey guys, Rachel Gravenhofer here with Cosmetics and Toiletries, coming to you with my weekly Consumer Pulse report, where I look at some of the top trending searches that relate to beauty and cosmetics and skincare, and I also give you some of the top headlines this week on C&T.com. So let's jump first to this exploding topics. In the last 2 years, I searched in beauty, and negative ion brush. It peaked several months ago, but it's back on the rise again. It's up 525% in the last 2 years, as I mentioned. And I thought this was interesting. It's been, this kind of marketing and promotional language has been around for, I've seen it on hair dryers, but this is related to more of a heated brush. But I thought I'd look to see if there was any specific claim related to hair. And it does talk here about reducing frizz, enhancing shine. The brush works by sealing the hair cuticle to help retain moisture. So really, it's all those health indicators for hair again. And I think it's sort of interesting because it's like a device for hair. And we've been seeing a lot going on, especially with the consumer CES show, the skinification happening in hair, but same thing with devices and beauty. So this seems like it's kind of targeting the hair side that goes with the skin side we've been seeing. And I did a quick search, and this Anjanil thermal hairbrush came up on a lot of social media posts recently. So I thought I would highlight this one. I think it sells for like 20 bucks. And it describes, all the benefits. I love this. Billions of negative ions to reduce static electricity. Again, it's not really a new concept, but and I kind of wonder if consumers really understand it. Maybe they've kind of finally grasped it. But here's the before and after. So again, it makes this kind of luxury affordable, I guess you could say, to consumers. So it's my first one. Second one, 3D nail gel is up 567% in the last 2 years, according to Exploding Topics. And you could see it's kind of been on the climb. I didn't find any specific headlines related to this. And in fact, I had to look up kind of what it meant. It's what I thought it meant, but basically it's using gel to create 3D dimensional effects on nails, creative designs. It's used by a lot of professional nail artists, and I've seen it described as kind of like jewelry, the way that the nails are done. Here, let me show you a picture I found of this one. Just, yeah, look at the details. Now that would get caught in my zippers and on my tissues. I don't know how anyone can function that way, but it is beautiful. So maybe it's just for fancy people and not me. Anyways, moving on to Google Trends. I did a search. This is in the last 1 week globally. This is makeup as a topic within beauty. And so the first query I got was up 3,950% in the last week. Searches on, this is a Japanese term according to my Google Translate. So forgive me if that's wrong, but that's my best guess. What I found was it translates to Wakemake and Hello Kitty, or Wakemake and Kitty. But there's a brand alliance between Wakemake and Hello Kitty. There's this collaboration launch scheduled for release on February 23rd that combines the two. Apparently, it's kind of pairing the Hello Kitty brand with this product brand. So I think I had a picture. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe this one. Yeah. You could sort of see, this is blurry, sorry. But yeah, you could kind of see, maybe I have one more picture here. This is on Twitter, or X, I'm sorry. Is it gonna load? Yeah, so here's a better picture of, the branding that's going on. So this is what to expect, the Black Edition, on the 23rd. So we have a little bit more time for that. Watch for it Monday. The next search retrieval I found was this, I'm going to say it wrong and I apologize, Maquillage Oruku Bozarmi, up 2,750%. So I did the Google Translate on this too, and it came up in Turkish, again, according to Google Translate, related to, does makeup break the fast? So I looked to see, maybe if there's a specific holiday going on. I was kind of suspect, but yeah, Ramadan and Lent are happening around the same time. But the search is really related to whether, because fasting, of course, is required for Ramadan. And so the question is, by a lot of consumers, does wearing makeup break the fast? Here it is written out. And I thought it was interesting, Google Translate results, I'm sorry, Google, this is AI results, but there are a lot of different opinions. Obviously, you could dig into it. Basically, anything that would be consumed by like eating it and reaching to the belly, they don't recommend. Like lipstick was frowned upon, but topical creams was not. And I'm not Muslim, I'm apologize for me trying to interpret that for anyone, but make sure you look it up if you're wondering. But that was the basic consensus, is that wearing it doesn't break up the fast. It's just consuming it. So that was the differentiation. So moving over to CT headlines, big news, Solabia is going to acquire Mibelle Biochemistry. And really, from what I understand, it's a strategy to really get more into the bioactives area for Solabia. And we know Mibelle has been a powerhouse in that area for many years. So I was sort of sad to see that, Dr. Zulli, if you're watching this. But it's exciting news, and I'm sure it'll be an interesting company to watch grow as we move forward in the industry. And then last, I wanted to highlight this article from Dr. Katerina Stevenson. It'll be coming out in our next issue, but she had a really interesting conversation with this Dr. Kira Barr about skin memory and emotional longevity, and it's sort of really a whole body health tie-in, kind of that psychodermatology area she's focused on for a long time, Dr. Stevenson. But this takes it even further into the envelope, longevity organ. There's an emotional tie. So we actually just posted it this week on social media, so you may have seen it already. But we've gotten some good feedback already that people are really interested in seeing skin and skincare take this direction. So that is it for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found this interesting, if not a little insightful. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.